Welcome to class. My name is Bry'Anne, and today's yoga flow is going to piggyback off of our twisted chair series. So some of the poses are going to be familiar, however we'll approach them in different ways. We'll focus a lot on the side body. There is a slightly challenging transition in here, so I would recommend having 2 yoga blocks, placing them towards the front of your mat on either side. That way you have them available should you decide you need them. If not, that's no problem. Of course, make sure to make your practice your own. That really is the ultimate goal here, is to build familiarity with our body, to gauge where we are, and to honor its current capacities. So in truth, we're really not benefited by forcing ourselves into a shape that either we are not ready for or is inherently unsuitable for our structure. But rest assured that there are always ways to make something work for you. A lot of that depends upon our own commitment to exploring it and our curiosity within it, and how willing we are to accept ourselves where we are in this moment. So one day you might be able to get in something, and the other day maybe not. So meet yourself where you are, have fun with this class. We'll be doing that chair sweep, going through some challenging balances, using the forearm for support, and seeing what there is to see along the way. So begin towards the back of your mat in a kneeling position. You can have your toes tucked or untucked. Mine are tucked because I've really got to work on getting the bottoms of my feet stretched out. You can actively push your heels back behind you, pressing down into the balls of your feet. Try to sit up tall, so as if a string is attached to the crown of your head. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes here and take a few moments to arrive in your practice. Sometimes we're eager to get our day started, or we're squeezing in these movement practices when we have a few spare moments. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we really do want to take the time to soak up everything that we're doing and to be present. A lot of that is predicated upon drawing information from our senses. And taking the time to acknowledge that sensory input. So throughout this practice, I want you to really pay attention to noticing, and notice what you're paying attention to as well. If those toes are tucked, go ahead and untuck them. Ooh, that's intense. Give them a couple of taps out on your mat. Maybe press down into the tops of your feet, hips toward the heels. Walk your hands out. Child's pose, knees wide or narrow as you would like. Forehead comes down to the mat. You can be passive here, allowing gravity to draw the torso towards the floor, the hips towards the heels. Perhaps rocking side to side, massaging that middle point of your forehead. Maybe getting more fluid. Drawing your spine side to side. Maybe lifting through the chest, bringing your gaze forward, remaining on your forearms. Perhaps rocking on the hips, moving onto one side of your shin and the other. Maybe one elbow peels up and then the other. Perhaps you walk your hands in or tent up on those fingertips to make this movement slightly larger, looking to the right, looking to the left. And let's add in some structure. So some cats and cows in our child's pose. Let's inhale. Imagine pulling your fingertips towards your knees. Gaze goes forward. And exhale. Round it out. Chin towards your chest. Tuck through your tail. You can lift up slightly. We still want to root down through those fingertips. Take a breath in. Cow back. And a breath out. Cat. Again, crawl your fingertips forward. Cow. And a breath out. Cat. Tense up, walk your hands to the left, sweep over with your right hand. So this guy's just gliding across to the left side of our mat. We're reaching out as long as we can while keeping our hip more or less rooted to that right heel. Let's come across center. Keep that chest low. Reach to the right side. Let's draw it across. Reach and look to the left. You can even press down into that left hand. Get a bit of a side body stretch. Bring it to the right, pressing down, reaching long, looking over. And again, to the left. And sweep it to the right. Bring it through center. Glide through into your cobra pose. Pull that chest forward. Press down into the tops of the feet. I say this to remind myself I'm always just hanging out on my thighs. So actively press into the tops of those feet. Gaze forward. Draw your shoulders back. As you exhale, allow things to come down. Bend through your knees. Bring them over to the right side. Look to the left. Bring them over to the left and look to the right. Do whatever you want with your arms. We'll just be here a moment. Windshield wiping in this prone position, side and to side. Replace your hands. Pull your chest forward. Feet come back down. And then as you exhale, we're going to shift onto our right side. So we've done this the past few classes. Let's come through center and to the left. You can bend through your knees. You can even sit all the way onto that hip. You can keep things straight and kick the leg over. This is all about feeling what feels good in your body or what doesn't feel so good and taking note of it. But we're really working to stretch along the side of our hip and this area in between our ribs and our hip. Also waking up the arms while we're here, waking up the core. Side to side, nice and gentle before bringing our hips back towards our heels. Child's pose at the back. Come forward into your tabletop. Let's inhale. Our left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Gaze can follow. You really want to press down into your right hand and that left knee. Let's lower it down. Right side. So pressing down into this diagonal line here, left hand, right knee. That's going to help keep you pretty square. Chest is open to the side. Let's lower. Left side opens. This time we're going to thread it under. So glide that arm underneath the body, put a bend through your right arm. I like to bring my right hand back so that it stays more or less over my shoulder. Press down into your left hand. Press down into the right hand, unthread, and lower it down. Right side, reach it up, thread it under. Your left hand can come back. We're pressing down into the back of the right hand here. You can press down into the left hand, maybe look over that left shoulder. Now let's press down and unthread, reaching that arm up. Maybe extending overhead as we close it off. Left arm reaches, left arm threads through. Right hand comes back for support. We're going to add on here. So our left leg is going to extend back behind us. You can kickstand on those toes. For me, it's easier if I come up a little higher rather than down here. That's pretty hard for my lever lengths. I think my legs are just long, so it makes it a challenge for me. So you meet it where you are. Maybe you can hover that leg up, utilizing your glutes and your hamstrings to lift him up. Let's bring that leg out to the side, and then your toes and your foot finds the floor. We want to really root down through the entire foot here. So again, play with it. If you need to shift back a little in order to make that happen, feel free to shift back because it's going to be important later. Let's press down into our right hand, unthread, reaching that left arm up, reach it over. Hand's going to come down. Right leg glides in, knee comes back underneath the hip. Opposite side. Right arm reaches, right arm threads, left hand supports, left leg goes back. Maybe you can lift it up. Let's bring it out to the side and then lower down. So for me, I have to shift back in order to get my foot completely down on the ground. If I have my shoulder in my ear here, then my foot is just too far away. I don't quite have the mobility or the flexibility to get there. So you do you. We're going to press down into our left hand, unthread, reach that right arm up towards the ceiling, big twist, big stretch for the inner thigh. circle overhead, hand plants, leg comes in, adding on. Left side reaches, left side threads, right leg reaches, lift it up, extend it to the side, plant the foot. Press down to the right hand, unthread. Now we're going to reach that arm out in front of us, glide it around until our hand comes to the outside of our mat. So we're creating a 3-point base with our left hand, our left knee, and our right heel or the right inner arch of the foot. We want this all in one line. From there, we can circle our right arm overhead, shift your hips forward, peel open through your armpit, gaze can go up, reach long, pressing into the pinky edge of that right foot. Let's close this off. Hand comes down, your back knee comes in. We're gliding the hands out in front, child's pose, and then come forward, tabletop. Nice and smooth. Reach your right arm up, thread your right arm through. Left hand underneath the shoulder, left leg extends. Lift, bring it out to the side, plant down, unthread, extend that arm. Really look at those fingers for a moment. Extend your arm forward so we're closing our chest. Hand comes to the side, hand, knee, heel, or arch in line. Circle overhead, shift the hips forward, open through that side body. You can bring your gaze up, palms facing down. Close your circle off, bending through your right arm. Bend through that left leg, draw it in, hands come out in front, child's pose. Inhale, come forward. We're going to add one more element here. Reach your left arm up, thread it through. Right hand adjusts, right leg extends and lifts. Bring it out to the side, unthread, extend forward, open to your Parigasana gate pose. So we're closing off, gliding, replacing that left knee. You're going to continue your circle around. Your right hand finds either a reach back behind you, your heel, toes tucked can be helpful, the back of the thigh, or your low back. And then we're spinning open, coming into our Ustrasana camel or a half camel Ardha Ustrasana here. So we can be facing the side in more of a twist. You can be facing more forward. This depends on you. We want to lift through our chest and keep that extension through the crown of the head rather than dumping into the low back. That doesn't feel too great. So let's take a breath in there. And as we exhale, sit the hips back down towards the heels. Child's pose. Inhale, bring it forward. Let's extend our right arm up. Thread the right arm through. Extend the left leg back and bring it out to the side. Unthread. Glide and come into your Parigasana gate. Glide around, bring that heel in, reach around for whatever you're reaching for, and peel open into your Ardha Ustrasana. Sit the hips down, reach the arms forward, roll forward, table, and let's do this all again. Left arm reaches, glide it under, right leg back, lift to the side, unthread, extend overhead, circle around, find your line, open to your gate pose, close things off, knee comes in, continue to circle, peel open, Ardha Ustrasana, close, child's pose, table, right arm, thread, extend through the left, bring it out to the side, unthread, extend overhead as you square through your chest, glide to the right, gate pose. Chest low, hips back, bring it around, continue your circle, Ardha Ustrasana, hips to heels, child's pose, tabletop, left arm, glide it through, right leg, to the side. Unthread, reach ahead, circle out, gate, circle round, hand to heel or wherever you reach, open up. Glide it through, fold, tabletop, right arm, thread, left leg, to the side, unthread, reach ahead, hand to the side, 3-point line, glide around, coming through your camel, peeling open, and then coming through your child's pose. So in your child's, I want you to find that cat-like back, rounding through your spine, drag your fingertips back towards your knees. Once you're there, grab your knees or the inner thighs. That works a little better for me because it's going to internally rotate your shoulders and automatically spread your shoulder blades laterally. So side to side across your back, chin towards your chest, really round through your back. Now when you can't round anymore, tailbone kicks behind you. Find an arch through your spine. Pull your chest forward. You're using your arms to pull, 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 and then fold it forward. Reach your arms out in front of you. Again, fingertips glide. It's like you're pulling through molasses or something really thick and heavy. Go ahead and grab a hold, unravel from the bottom to the top, and then hinge, fold it forward one more time. Glide it back, taking your time, maybe even a little shimmy side to side as you do this. Put your own spin on it, chest forward, and then reach it out long. Child's pose. Let's come forward into a tabletop, tuck your toes under, and then send those hips high, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs, maybe hip side to side, semicircles, pedaling. You taking the time. Let's keep our legs pretty straight, or as straight as we can in this moment. Come up high on the balls of the feet and step your feet up towards your hands. So coming up high is going to give you more room to step your foot forward. Once you're at the top, you can either have your feet so that your big toes are touching. This is like our Pada Bandha here. Traditionally in yoga, we have our feet pretty close together in a narrow space or in a narrow stance. However, I'm going to ask you to bring your feet about hips width. So about 2 fists will fit in between. Crown of the head hangs heavy towards the floor. Reach for opposite elbows. And then you can add a little sway side to side, a little bend of one leg and then the other. Perhaps creating a figure 8 through your elbows, creating those big circles, looking side to side, making it bigger, bending a little more through the knees, maybe pulling through the side body. Again, I'm all about you really feeling this out in this class. Let's inhale, roll up to standing, so like you're pulling some Laffy Taffy, shoulders rolled down and back, palms open out in front of you. So now we're going to be doing our supported chair. Let's bring our arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold it forward. Take a breath in. We're going to bring our left knee up with us. So we've got to root down into all 4 corners of that bottom leg. I like to have more of my weight in my heel than in my forefoot. If you find your knee collapsing in, I know I kind of wobble in this way. What I want you to do is press down into the pinky edge of your foot. You can even take your arm and press it to the outside here so that you're actively pressing that knee this way. You can also tap a toe down at any point. You don't have to do the hovering, okay? As you exhale, that toe taps down. Your arms are going to sweep to the left. Your right forearm can come to that right thigh. That left arm reaches back behind you. I'm in a pretty hingy chair. You might be able to sit lower and keep your chest higher. You do you. Let's inhale. That foot plants down. Bring your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your right knee in or pop up on those toes. Press down so that your knee is not coming in towards center line. And as you exhale, sitting down into your chair, sweeping the arms to the right this time. Your gaze can follow. Support with the left forearm. Again, we're kicking over to the side more than we're coming in. This is what we're trying to avoid. If you need to, bring your hand on the outside and press against the palm. We have most of the weight in that bent leg. Gazing back behind you is going to make this more challenging. Step that right foot down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold it forward. My legs are already getting a little bit tired here. Let's inhale, bring it up. Left knee follows. Exhale, toe tap. Maybe you let it hover. Forearm to thigh. Reach it back behind you. Step the feet together. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, right arm, right leg reaches up. Exhale, toe tap, toe hover, forearm to thigh, reach the arms back. Step together, arms rise up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, if you've been tapping, see if you can hover. Sweep the arms, find your support. Inhale, foot taps down, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. Reach it up, right leg follows. See if you can find that float, bend, support, reach it back, maybe gaze it back. Ooh, balance is tough for me on that side. Plant the foot, reach the arms up. Fold it forward. We're gonna add on, making this a little bigger, opening through the hip. Left knee comes, arms reach. As you exhale, we're sitting, so sending those hips back, forearm to the thigh, sending our leg back if we can, and opening the hip up. So before we had our belly button closed to the floor. Now we're going to open our hips to the side. This makes it even more imperative that you got the weight in the pinky edge of that foot. You can tap down. There is no shame in this at all. You're still getting the work on that right leg. Let's inhale, bring it back through center, step the foot down, arms rise, and exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, right arm. This is not an arm, this is a leg. Exhale, sweep, forearm to thigh, send the arm back if you'd like. We're in a supported half moon pose here. Generous bend through that front leg, press down into the pinky edge, flex through those right toes. We want to keep everything active, belly button open to the right. Step the feet together, arms rise up, fold it forward. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, finding your supported half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Gazing down is going to help you out. Inhale, step the foot down, reach the arms up, and fold it forward. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, support, half moon. Step it down, reach the arms up, and fold. Beautifully done. Inhale, left knee rises. Exhale, sweep it back, forearm to thigh. So really reach that leg back this time. Generous bend through this front leg. You're gonna tap your back toes down. Your heel comes down. This is gonna open your hips to the left. We wanna keep this front knee driving forward and towards the right side of our mat. Don't let it come in, okay? Press the guy out. Circle your left arm overhead, peel open through your chest. Side angle. Let's straighten through our front leg. We're going to pivot on our back toes, so everything is squaring to the front. You're going to keep your front leg relatively straight and fold over the front of that thigh. Draw your right hip back, left hip slightly forward. You can pull those right toes towards your face if you'd like. You can work towards flattening out your back, or you can actively round your back. And then you can bring your nose towards your shin if you want to try that out. This is a long pyramid because our back heel is up, our hips are square, but we're in a pyramid stance with our feet. Put a bend through that front leg, step it up, forward fold directly into the opposite side. Right knee comes up, sweep, supported half moon. Reach, 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 bend, bend, bend. Tap the toes down, heel comes down, spin that arm open, peel open through your chest. You can press your forearm inside of that thigh to really shift your knee to the left and press that chest forward. As you straighten, we're going to pivot on the back toes and square to face the front, folding over that thigh, framing our leg for a long pyramid. So I'm staying up pretty high today. You want to square through the hips, left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe you even peel open or peel in or pull those toes towards your face. You want to make sure that you have control. So don't wedge yourself anywhere where you feel like you're going to tip over and start playing with your base, with your stability here with that foot, okay? All right, let's put a bend through that front leg. Step it up, left knee comes up, arms reach up. Find your supported half moon into your side angle. Straighten and square, pivoting on the back foot, and then fold over that front leg. Bring your gaze forward, bend, step it up. We're nice and low, and then we're gonna rise up, right knee to our chest. Support your half moon. Find your step back, and then circle open through your right side. Square things up, pivot, and fold over that front leg. Gaze to the front, bend your front knee, and step it up. Inhale, left knee comes in. By the way, this is a good place for your blocks under your hands. Bend through your leg, sweep your left leg back, tap it down, take your time, straighten out, square up, fold the front thigh, bend and bring it forward. Right side, sweep, support your half moon, and then a controlled step back. Peel it open, square and straighten, fold it forward, bend and step. All right, let's take a second at the top. Collecting ourselves, maybe drying our sweat. If we were sweating, grabbing our blocks if we want them. We are going to add some things on here. Revisiting our gate pose, revisiting our dancing camel or our reverse revolve, half camel here. So take a second, notice what there is to notice. Maybe notice your thoughts about what I just said. How are you feeling about it? And make a conscious choice about what you're going to do going forward. Are you going to give it your best shot? Are you already deciding what's going to happen? Are you getting up to turn off the video? Are you here for it? Are you excited? There's no wrong way. Let's inhale, bring our arms up, and exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, left knee rises. Exhale, find your supported Ardha Chandrasana. Step the foot down, circle the arm over, side angle. Square your hips, fold over that right leg. Now blocks under your hands or up on the fingertips or maybe fists will probably help you out here. We're going to sweep this front leg back. You can always put a bend in it and pull the heel in. If you can, really round through your upper back, pull it in and send it up. Really smooth. It's going to look like so. So three-legged downward facing dog. Again, really rounding through the spine, getting onto the ball of the back foot. That's going to help you out with that transition. Right knee is going to come forward on your mat. Let's bring our right hand out to the side, left leg out to the side, and open up into our gate pose. Closing off, bringing our knees together, gliding across, hips forward, Ustrasana camel. Closing off, so listen carefully here. My right hand comes down. I'm going to step my left foot up. From here, shift the weight into the left foot, bring your right knee in towards your chest. So just like we're getting up off the ground, don't overthink it. Sweep your right leg back, supported half moon into our side angle. Straightening and squaring, folding forward into our long pyramid. Taking our transition, sweeping that leg back however we need to, and then bringing our knee forward. So I like to bring mine pretty close to my wrist as if I'm coming into a pigeon pose. From here, my weight is in the left knee, right hand. Left hand's gonna come out to the side in line. Right leg's gonna come out to the side, also in line. And then we're going to circle overhead, coming into our gate pose. Closing, hips to heels, leg comes in, continue your sweep across the front of your mat, hips shift forward, Ardha Ustrasana, half camel. Closing off, we're gonna glide across, lots of gliding, plant that left hand, shift the weight left, step the right foot forward. And just like that, we're going to drag our hands up, drag that leg up. Sweep to the left, supported half moon. Generous step back, extended side angle. Squaring to pivot, whatever you want to do with your arms to help you with that transition there. Planting, gliding that leg up, and then bringing the knee forward more or less to the wrist. Right hand comes out to the side, left leg comes out to the side, glide across, peel it open. Close it off, hips down, heel in, glide all the way across, hips forward, dance your camel. Close it off, right hand comes all the way around, shift the weight forward, step the foot up, square yourself up, drive with those hands as you lift through your back foot, bringing your knee in towards your chest. Find your supported half moon. Step it back, controlled lower, side angle. Squaring to pivot. I like my arms wide like wings, I guess, today. Fold it forward. Plant the hands, sweep that leg back. Three-legged downward facing dog. Knee to the wrist. Gate pose. Hand comes over, foot comes over, right arm sweeps overhead. To close this off, knee comes in, glide all the way around, open through the chest, find your camel pose. Closing off, reaching all the way across, stepping your right foot up, driving that left knee in strongly towards your chest, sweeping into your supported half moon, controlled lower, side angle, squaring up, folding forward, long pyramid, creating space, sweeping that right leg up, three-legged downward facing dog, knee to the wrist, find your hand placement, find your foot placement, peel open, Parigasana gate pose, close it off, foot comes in, dance your camel, hips shift forward. Again, this is perfectly okay. Hand down, more or less straight if that's bothering your back. Hips to the heels, hand comes out to the side for some support. Maybe you're just hovering and then stepping that left foot forward. Right knee comes in towards your chest. Arms rise up, sweep the hands, find some support, or make this really challenging, extending the arms in your half moon, maybe reaching them back behind you. That is a little bit different. Bend through your front leg, land that foot down, forearm to thigh or hand on the inside, side angle. Straighten, pivot, and fold over your front leg, long pyramid. Sweep that leg back, three-legged, knee to the wrist. Find your placement, 3 points, gate pose. Bring it in, glide all the way to the right, hips lift, Ardha Ustrasana. Bring it down, step your right foot forward, step your left knee up, sweep into your half moon. Sit into your side angle. Rise and pivot, squaring, finding your long pyramid. Sweep the right leg up. Bring it forward. Gate pose. Bring it down and around. Camel variation. Bring it down, step up with the left, reach up with the right. Sweep it back. Side angle, control your lower. Straighten and square. Fold over that thigh. Lift it back. Knee to wrist. Hand, foot, peel, open. Peel, closed. Hand to the heel. Ardha Ustrasana, half camel. Closing off, stepping with the right leg, reaching with the left. Glide it back, half moon. Step it down, side angle. Square it up, long pyramid. Sweep it back, three-legged. Knee comes forward, hand, foot, peel it open. Fold it forward, glide around, half camel. Hips come down, right leg steps, left knee rises. Sweep it back, half moon. Tap it down, side angle. Square it up, fold it forward. Sweep it back. Shin finds the ground. Gate pose. Fold it forward, draw it in. Half camel. Sit it down. Step up left. Right knee reaches. Right leg extends. Right toes tap. Opening up. Following to square. Folding it forward. Sweeping the leg up. Knee to wrist. Hand, foot, peel. Close, hips, heels. Open up. Sitting down. Right foot, left knee. Sweep. Tap. Square. Lift. Plant. Peel. Sweep. Open. Down. Step. Right knee. Sweep, half moon. Tap. Open. Square. Fold. Sweep. Lift. Knee, wrist. Find your base. Pull it in, glide across. Hips lift. Hips down. Step with the right foot. Step with the left foot. Fold it forward at the top. Take a deep breath in and out. Maybe bending through the knees, bringing your thighs, your forearms to your thighs, if that feels better. And now let's roll up to standing. Now, if you have your forearms on your thighs, I'm going to ask you to grab a hold of the outer side of your thighs and round through your back. So I'm beginning to straighten, but I'm pulling against these, taking a little rock side to side, creating space between my shoulder blades, as well as space down here and in between the ribs and the hips, which for me gets a little cranky when I do a lot of back bending. That might help you out as well. Feet are pressing down and away. Knees are not collapsing in. If anything, push against those fingertips. I know it feels funny. It looks funnier, but we're doing it. Unravel, open up, uncross your arms. As you take a breath in, I want you to imagine lifting your low belly, So finding this lift sensation right here and expanding through the front side of your chest. So inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Hold your lift. Inhale, expand. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Now keep breathing. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. We're going to frame our left leg. Step your right foot back. We are in a runner's lunge. Want our feet hips width, even though they're wide. Your back knee is going to come down. So heel toe your front foot across your mat. You can have your heel as close to your groin as you need. We're sitting our hips down. We want to try to sit up. Try to avoid rolling onto your left hip, staying on top of the right thigh. You can put a bend through your back leg if this is more comfortable for you. There's nothing wrong with that, especially working towards 90-degree angles. It's tough. It's a different kind of tough. If you're in your pigeon pose, you should have rolled those shoulders back. Imagine pulling the chest forward, bringing the gaze up, and then as you exhale, roll it forward. Let's inhale, bring it back up, and exhale, roll it forward. Hands are there for support. Breathing in, breathing out, allowing your forearms to come down, maybe pillow for forehead. We just did a lot of stuff, you guys. Let's bring those hands in. Sit onto your hip. Pull the heel in. Turn so that you're sitting your glutes down on the mat. Right toes are up towards the ceiling. Let's sit up nice and tall. We're going to take our right hand, bring it to our left knee, and then circle with our left arm. So we're dropping that right elbow down, maybe actively pulling, but still pressing that knee down towards the floor, allowing gravity to help us out as we reach towards those back toes. You might not be anywhere close. I, for one, am not at all anywhere close. So do not sweat it. As you inhale, lift up, release, pivot to face the back, fold over that leg. You can walk your hands out in the direction of your heel, taking that fold a bit deeper. Walk your hands in. We're going to turn ourselves towards the back of the mat. So I'm going to extend my left leg. I'm going to put a bend through my right. From here, I'm making my way into my pigeon. So coming up onto that shin, making my adjustments, sending my left leg back behind me, framing with my arms, rolling my shoulders back, pulling my chest forward, maybe bringing my chin up, and then exhaling, rounding forward. Now one side might feel very different than the other, so take whatever variation works for you on each side. It does not have to be symmetrical. On this third one, we are folding all the way down, maybe to forearms, maybe extending our arms out in front of us, perhaps finding a bit of movement. Come up onto our hands, sit onto that hip, bring the sole of the foot in. I'm aware I'm facing away from you, so I'm just going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing this time. We have our right knee bent, our left leg extended, our left hand comes over towards that right knee. Right knee is going to stay pushing down towards the floor. Right arm is going to extend over, reaching in the direction of those left toes, creating lots of space along the side body. You can bend and pull through that arm. Keep a flex through those toes, creating lots of opposing lines of energy here. So lengthening the posterior line, the lateral line, our side body here, finding engagement through our muscles, through our system to just create this line this way, a line this way, a line that way. Let's release, square that extended leg, fold over it, reach it out, Same thing here, line driving away with the heel, line driving towards with the arms, line driving away with the crown. Let's release. We're going to come onto our stomach now. So you might be facing the back of your mat. That's perfectly okay. I'm just going to come down onto my side, send my leg back, and then turn so my hips are down on my mat. Hands underneath the forehead here, elbows out to the side. Let's put a bend through our right leg. Make sure that your right hand is underneath. You can keep your forehead down or turn your left cheek to the back of your left hand. Let's kick our right leg off to the left side. So this is an intense stretch on the front side of the left side of our chest. We're also getting a twist through our spine, maybe through the front of the hip, just depending on you. Don't take things too far. This is plenty. Let's come back through center, switch the hand that's on top, kick it over, keep those elbows down. Bring it back through center. We're going to extend our arms in the same direction as the corners of our mats. Left cheek comes down. I like to bring my right hand under my right shoulder, put a bend through the right leg, kick the leg off to the left side, relax the head, relax the shoulder. Again, work within a range that feels good for you. No reason to go for the gold here. We want to feel good. We want to feel comfortably uncomfortable, which, you know, is a bit oxymoronic, but we want to be in a place that feels challenging, but not impossible. Let's square things up. Send the right arm out, left hand in, bend through the left leg, send it over. Same idea here. And you can play with your arm placement. You can have a bend through the arm. Some of us like that more. We want to avoid any pinching sensations on the top of the shoulder, anything cranky in the low back, back it off. You can even bring the knees together. Let's bring it back through center. Hands come back in, bend through those knees, side to side, just as we began. And then release those legs down. This is where we are going to end our class today. You can close your eyes and stay a little while. One of the highlights of a more vigorous practice such as this for me is that you are able to get lost in the movement, to really find your own flow and add your own spin on the sequence of poses. And it offers you this space at the end to be. So if we can exhaust the body, if we can expend that excess energy, that allows us to create this space where we can practice awareness and observation, and removes some of the distractions that might otherwise arise when we try to take that asana, which means seat, when we try to take that seat of meditation. So I like to bracket my more introspective practices with movement, such as this. Now feel free to stay for as long as you'd like. As for our time together, this is it. So thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave me some feedback below, and I'll see you here for the next one.